What's up, guys? We're going to do a song called Around the World and Back from State Champs. This one's going to be super good practice for our strumming hand and what's called 16th note strums. And it also has a technique in there that a lot of people probably haven't tried before, and it's one that I don't do a ton of, but it can really come in handy, especially in this key. Alright guys, the song is in E and we're going to be using standard tuning. And in this song we're going to try to do something kind of cool. We're going to try to let our first and our second string just ring out open through all of the chords. And when we're doing that, when we're letting those two strings ring open, it's going to make some of the chords have some pretty complicated, kind of scary sounding names, and there's no reason to really think about those right now. We're going to call the chords just by their basic major or minor name. We have just a plain old E major chord, so 0, 2, 2, 1, 0, 0. To play our B chord, we're going to play nothing, 2, 4, 4, 0, 0. Our A chord for the song is going to be nothing, 0, 2, 2, 0, 0. The way we're going to play our C sharp minor is going to be nothing, 4, 6, 6, nothing, nothing. Now on this next chord, on the F sharp minor, you could do just, a normal bar chord F sharp minor like this. But like I said a minute ago, we want to try to keep our first and second string ringing out through this whole song. And one way to do that, first the easier way, we're going to go 0, 4, 4, 2, 0, 0. And we could use that chord, it'll work good. We have our open strings. Down here we even have a low open string, which will work in this song. But if we want to get that F sharp note, we're going to have to do something that might be a little bit unusual, for a lot of you guys anyway. We're going to have to bring our palm up closer to the neck of the guitar, and we're going to keep our hand relaxed as we move our thumb around and wrap right around the 6th string to get the note on the 2nd fret with our thumb. Now if you're new to this type of chord, I want you to kind of remember that, first realize that if this is a new chord to you, it probably is going to feel uncomfortable. All chords, when you first learn them, are a little bit uncomfortable with your hand. And another thing is that your thumb probably doesn't need to press down as hard as you think it does. A lot of times we think that we need to really squeeze down on it with a thumb. It's just a little bit of pressure and I can get that note. And the last chord we need is a G sharp minor. Now we could take that same chord that we were just working on, that F sharp minor, and we could slide it up 2 frets. And if we want to, we can play it without the thumb. It'll still sound fine, but if we can, let's try to get that thumb in there. 3, 4. Now the strum rhythm for this part is going to be down, 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 up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up. Or we can count that as 1 and 2 E and E and 4 E and So that first part just started on an E, but I'm only really playing strings 1 through 4. And then I go to a B chord, but again, I'm really not hitting this low B note. I'm just staying with the first 4 strings. Right at the end here. So when I got to the B, I went down, 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 up, down, muted strings. I just touched the strings for the last down, up, down, up. 3, 4. Now one thing I used to always hate is when I would hear people say just listen for the strum rhythm or just feel the strum. And if you can do that, that's fine, but if not, here's going to be a good one to get started. Now there's a lot of variations of the strum in the song, but I can't give you a million different strums, so I'm going to give you a good one to get you started with, and when you're playing along to the song, if you feel like changing it up a little bit, go ahead. This rhythm right now, I'm going to call it the main strum, so if we come back to it later in the song and I say the main strum, this is the rhythm I'm talking about. It's down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Or we can count that as 1 and, E and E and, 4 E and I do that 2 times on an E chord. And then we go to our A chord. Remember, first and second string are open. And on this chord, we're going to use a different rhythm. It's going to be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Or I can count that as 1 E and 2 E and, 4 E and And I do that 2 times on the A. And we do that part twice. We go back to the E with the main strum. And back to the A. Two, three, four. That part is just C sharp minor. I let it ring out for 2 beats. 1, 2, then I drop down to the B chord and let that ring out for 2 beats. 3, 4, and then I go to our A chord and that's going to ring out for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I do that again. 2, 3, 4. Then I let the A ring out for 2 beats this time. 1, 2, and then I strum down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 3 E and 4 E and 3, 4. Chorus, I just went back to that main strum. Like I said, you can put variations on it later, but it was C sharp minor, went down to B, up to the G sharp minor, with the thumb if we can. If not, just leave that string open. Then we went down to the A. That part repeated again, so it was C sharp minor, then B, G sharp minor, to A, now F sharp minor, to A, F sharp minor, and right at the end, we go back to that G sharp minor for the last down, up, down, up. So that part's like this. And then we drop down to the A, and 2, and then the B, and 4, and. And then the whole song repeats starting back from that intro. 3, 4. The strum for this part will be down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. We start that off, we do it on an E. Then I go to a C sharp for half a measure. Then down to a B. Then we do it on an A for half a measure. To an E. C sharp. Then we go down to an A this time. It's an A the first time. I hit the A, and I get a few dead strokes in there. Then after that, we start back on the A, to the E, C sharp, to a B this time, and then we repeat that line 2 more times, so it's the A to the E, C sharp to B, one more time, A to E, C sharp to B, and then we have the F sharp minor, G sharp minor, down to the A, then F sharp minor again for 2 beats, 1, 2, go to G sharp minor, 3, 4, then we go to the A, 1, 2, 3, E and a 4, E and a. And that's the whole song really. After this we do another chorus, and then we just finish strumming an E chord. Alright guys, I hope this video helps you get through the song. Something I wanted to talk about today had to do with that thumb technique. I like to go by use it or lose it with guitar. If it's not something you're going to use, then don't put the time in to try to learn that technique. But one thing I will say is I did that with the thumb technique. I didn't really want to practice it, so I didn't. And years later I found out that it comes in handy for a lot of other things. We can use it for different muting techniques by just letting our thumb touch the strings. For example, like a power chord on the 5th string, if I wrap my thumb around, it can let us get a low note in the guitar but still leave some of the higher strings open. And it can also let us get that low bass note but free up our hand a bit to get other notes in and get little melodies and chord embellishments in. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know if there's any songs you want me to go over. Remember to follow me on social media, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.